Hello, friends. I am Linda Gertenbach, a member of the Faith in Action team.
And I'm Dennis Gertenbach, also a member of the Faith in Action team.
We know New Year's is past, but today we wanted to celebrate the hope and the joy and the assistance that AUMC, this congregation, was able to give so many people in the community and even internationally during the holidays. Most of you know that we supported 18 families chosen by local schools to receive grocery cards, to receive gift cards from sponsors, to receive quilts, and to receive cookies. Our very industrious and hardworking school liaisons and other volunteers took these big packages down to the schools the week before Christmas, and there was much joy at their reception there. We also were able to supply our refugee family with grocery cards and gifts. Because of the congregation's generosity, we were able to give 95 people, that is men, women, and children in these families, a very abundant and bright Christmas. In addition to serving lunch at the Rising on our usually scheduled dates, the first and the third Fridays of the month, we had an opportunity to provide another lunch on December 29th. That was the fifth Sunday. There was no one else to do that, and so we stepped forward and said that we could do that, and we're so overjoyed to be able to serve with two families. It was a joy because children and youth cannot often come and serve at the Rising on a Friday. Every time we serve lunch, we serve 40 to 50 people.
And what's becoming a tradition here at Arvada UMC, our church served a nice meal with turkey and ham and all the fixings to folks at the Rising Church on Christmas Day. 28 of us made side dishes for the meal, and 16 of us came Christmas Day to serve the meal to those in our community who are experiencing homelessness or just looking for some place to spend Christmas Day with some other people.
We must also lift up the generosity of those folks who donated to nonprofits who work internationally through the alternative gift market. AUMC was able to raise $2,000 to give to these nonprofits who provide clean water, who work with education and health programs to teach about farming practices, and so many other things. Thanks to Deb Williams, who shepherded this ministry for several weeks.
At the end of December, one of our church members came and asked if we could help with a need at the Tin Shed. The Tin Shed Pantry provides weekly meals to low-income families, including many Spanish-speaking and Russian-speaking immigrants. The volunteer had noticed that while people were standing outside waiting to get into the tin shed to pick up their food, many of them were standing there with sandals with no socks, even though it was below freezing. She was wondering if our church could provide funds to buy socks and gloves for some of these people. Because of your generous donations to the Faith in Action Fund, and that many of you link your King Soopers and Safeway loyalty cards to AUMC, we have the funds that we could provide to the Tin Shed so they could buy 300 pairs of socks and 150 pairs of gloves to give out to their clients. To help fund future leads, consider donating to the Faith in Action Fund or linking your King Sooper and Safeway loyalty cards to Arvada UMC. Over the holidays, our church was able to help over 600 people throughout our community and around the world during this holiday season.
Look for these opportunities coming up soon. We'll be serving dinner at the Dolores Project. We will also be asking for donations for Change for Change, which supports faraway friends in Uganda. And we will be having a soup sale, need soups and to buy and for people to make them to raise money for these ministries. We encourage anyone who's interested in joining any of these Faith in Action teams to contact Katie Vigil or us. We are called to love our neighbor and to do good anytime, anywhere, with everybody, and with all of our means, as Lauren is going to tell us more on Sunday. So I think we'd like to say to AUMC, you done good. Thank you, and let's celebrate.